Hi faculty, this is a quick video about how to carry out your APR, uploading the information into digital measures. This is fall 2016. So the first thing you need to do is log in to your My NMSU EDU page, and you will see under the quick links the digital measures link. So go ahead and log there, and then you need to log in one more time. Go up there and log in, and the system should have your credentials there. And then this screen comes up, and I'm not sure that your screen is exactly like mine because I have data search privileges, but this is what you need to do is you need to be in this screen where it says Manage Activities. It is at this Manage Activities screen where you input all of your data for the APR, and as you know, there is no printed APR, but you can actually generate a report if you want to see what the report looks like, but the deans are not going to print anything off, they're going to upload it themselves. This general information, go through here and make sure this is correct. Some of this you can't change, some of you can. Especially if you have awards or changes in administration or external funding, other things, professional memberships, make sure those things are up to date. Now let's move through these categories one by one. The teaching and related categories, the only way you can upload your information about teaching for the last academic year is to go to Evaluation of Teaching. And if the last academic year is not up, and this is what I had to do, you have to add that new item. And the first thing you do to add that new item is you go down to the bottom, and this is the performance evaluation start dates, for the last academic reporting period. And you will see that these are the dates you need to input: August 17, 2015 through August 15, 2016. So if you save that, and you'll see that I actually did that twice, so there's a duplicate, and I can erase one of those. Now once that is added, you can pull up this screen again and make sure that make sure the date is there. This is the actual screen where you input your self-reflections and, if you're CT or tenure line, your other evidence of teaching effectiveness. Now, you can input some data here, but I don't recommend it, even though we have a pasteboard. Dean Pontelli said the best thing to do, of course, is to choose a file. So here you can choose a file to upload that file, and I'm going to show you what a good example of teaching reflection as an uploaded file. So this is a sample I've shared widely from a previous faculty member. So this Word file has, of course, the course number, and the title should be here, and it's the date, of course, fall. And this faculty has about a page for that course, and the deans and I both recommend 1 page per course. So you'll see that this instructor reflects on the scores from the course evaluations, and those need to be summarized, and I recommend this is a really great way, just summarizing right here. So you reflect on the scores and you focus on how you can improve it for next semester. Now you'll see that this instructor very smartly said, you know, a lot of students weren't happy with X, but I did it for Y. I'm going to take a little bit of that, but I really want them, in this case, to build their ESL capacity. So you don't have to accept everything. This is where you build data and you project into the future. This faculty member also included some great comments from the instructors. You do not upload the course evaluations, although you will turn those into me as when you turn in your CV hard copy or through Dropbox. So this faculty member had a 1-1 teaching load, and so this is the spring semester. And she did the same thing here. She reviews her scores on the course evaluations, her plans. She looks at the data, projects forward, builds value, and then she has a summary of comments. So the course, what we have done in the past, the teacher reflection, what I just showed you, it goes right here in the instructor documents. If you have other professional documents, and I don't know what those would be, but it could be class observation by a colleague, you would upload it there. Don't upload student documents, which could be the course evaluations, or the actual, here would be the actual writing that they do. The deans have not wanted that. And I don't really have time to look at that. I have looked at your course evaluations originally, and I'll look at them again with when I do the department head appraisal. So this document will contain 1 or 2 files. If you're tenured, all it needs to contain is the one file of the course reflections or the teaching reflections. If you're CT or tenure track, you'll have 2 files, and there could be other professional documents. And here the deans have said for this year we can't evaluate syllabus for our second source. He told us too late, of course. Enrico agreed with me that since that was that rule was given to us late, that we do not need to add a second source of evidence if it's analysis of syllabus, because that does not count. So don't do that, because it won't count. If you don't have the second source and your tenure line or CT, Enrico knows that. The deans know that, because we weren't appraised of that rule until it was too late. So this is all that's done with the evaluation of teaching. Digital measures automatically populates your teaching, and the deans can pull it up that way. Now let's move on to scholarship. So we move back into the main screen. And I didn't show you how to input academic advising and directed student learning. You need to go, for example, you need to go here, and you need to see if these are actually these actually took place last year. And I have one student, for example, I need to go back in there and edit that because he defended his dissertation, and I need to add 2 or 3 more to this list. So this is the list. And this is the list that you make sure it's updated, and if the students have finished, if they graduated, you get in there and you delete it. Academic advising is the same way, and if you did some non-credit instructions, go through and add that information. Now let's move to the scholarship and creative activities. In this scholarship and creative activities, this first one is, you can see I have no artistic and professional performances, but our creative writing faculty and others might have that. So you add, and then you go down through this menu, and you fill in the groups there. Many of us will move to this one, because this is where you will import your book projects and your journal projects. Now, there's a list of what I've done in the past, and some of this is already, it's not going to be populated because I've set the dates for the 2014 and 2015 reporting period. But if I need to, I can go up here and I can actually review the dates and update the dates so it reflects on where I am now. I have a book proposal. I accepted the book proposal. I actually have 4 chapters. And that's the information that I need to input here. I need to update this. So unless it's published in the previous reporting period, not the current reporting period, you can keep it here, the descriptions here. You just update the dates so that that is pulled into the report. So I need to update the dates because these were all published. And you see Patty and I have a joint publication here. She inputted it before I did. And that helps because I didn't have to input it. If none of the work is here, you need to add a new item. And you go through these menus, and is it a book chapter? Is it a journal article? This has a lot, and it's very precise. Current status, title. And here, if other people are working on it here at the university, you find them, and this is where it'll actually add that information to the other authors' APR as well. Now, in the abstract synopsis, this is what I need a few sentences about what it is, how long it is, where the status is. Give me in a few sentences what's going on with this so I can better assess the value of it in this current reporting period. And make sure that you have down here that this date submitted. It can be before the current reporting period, but make sure that that something happened, that some of these dates coincide with the current reporting period. So this journal article will be the main field for rhetoric and professional communication. The previous category that I showed you, this is where a lot of the creative writing, actual poems, short fiction, nonfiction goes. Another thing that we will use quite a bit of is presentations, and these are of course the oral presentations, and then the research in progress. If we open this up, and you see I have a research in progress, and this has been in progress for a long time. It's turned into a book, and I probably need to delete this because it actually is turned into a book. But this is where you add new items, and this is where it's a lot easier, but I need, of course, a title and a short description of what you're doing, how far along, if the article is a revision based on previous work, the submission that was rejected. Explain just 2 or 3 sentences what's going on with this piece, because I need enough to assess it in the rubrics that we have. Okay, we're backing out of here, and there might be some other categories here, grants, contracts. If you have biographical sketch or patents, that'd be cool. Of course, you upload it. Service, you see, is the same way. Your current service will be listed here. If you want to take it out of present, you can do that. For example, I should just delete this one because I was a member of that committee not long ago. If all your committees in the department are listed here, you add a new committee, and then you go through and explain, go through all this service. Now, community service, community service basically means you're teaching at the community level. Community engagement, it tends to be more outreach. You are applying what you're doing to the community for improvement of the community. So that's engaging the community in literacy, in creative writing, in performances, in teaching. Leadership is similar in a way that you upload whatever leadership you might have, and I don't even remember what I have here. I might have a little bit. Yes, I work with the Colegio de Chihuahua in Juarez, and I work with the New Mexico Department of Health, and that's actually gone. I can delete that. This is continuing on, and so I'm one of the professors there that does work there. Anyway, once you're finished inputting this data, if you want to run a report to see how it looks, you can do that, but we don't need a report printed off. You simply turn in a CV, your course evaluations, and then I will read these online as well. I hope this video helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.